Everyone, welcome to United Matters channel. It has been long since I've been live on this channel. It looks like it's forever, but obviously I'm back and we are here to let this done and dusted and really see to it that will bring you this latest game of football as far as Manchester United is hosting a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. Lots of things to be talked about today. Remember, you can smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, today, we have lots of things to talk about, but the starting 11 of United is already named out there. And obviously, there are players that we are missing out. Anton Martial is out. Ericsson is out. Which is a player. I think those are the notables that are out. Rashford is on the bench because of certain reasons, and obviously the midfield is getting back into a decision of the manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag to bring in the Brazilian connection. That is Casemiro and the man who goes by the names of Freddy Rodriguez. So United is really doing a very good job into this game of football. Remember the last time played at Old Trafford, we beat Arsenal by 3-1, and obviously you know now that it has been really long since not playing at Old Trafford, especially into what we call the Premier League. Remember, we've been playing at Old Trafford against Real Sociedad. We played at Old Trafford against Omonia last Thursday, where Scott McTominay came on and really netted in the winner for United in the injury time. But obviously, we've not been playing into the Premier League. So that means we last played in the Premier League at Old Trafford on the 4th of September, meaning that it's close to how many weeks? 6 weeks without playing at Old Trafford in the Premier League. But obviously we are back, and obviously as things stand, we are really having David De Gea, Martinez, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Freddy Rodriguez, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Diego Dallo, Anthony Luke Shaw, and Sancho. Substitutes: Heaton, Lindelof, Malacia, Maino, Pelestri, Zidane, Iqbo, Elanga, Garnacho, and Rashford. That is the bench of United. And obviously, let me show you which system Erik ten Hag has really gone in for to play against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. Remember, the last time we played Newcastle here, we beat them by 4-1. Remember, that is the game that really welcomed back Ronaldo from Juventus, from Juventus to a side which goes by the names of Manchester United, and he really made a very beautiful return. So when you look at the table, when you look on your screen, United is playing with a 4-2-3-1 system, as you see it outside there, and we are having David De Gea in goal. Obviously, he's making 500 stats for Manchester United. 500 matches for Manchester United ever since he came in here in 2011 from Atletico Madrid as a 19-year-old, and now he's at Manchester United, and he has been here for a decade plus. And this is a man who goes by David De Gea, meaning that every season he has been averaging 550 games, and obviously he is celebrating his 500 game for Manchester United. And I hope that as he celebrates this game, he shouldn't really get humiliated by Newcastle, and we should really go ahead and really get a win out of this game, because what a way to celebrate this landmark of 500 appearances for Manchester United with a win at Manchester United. Not so, I believe that will be the best of it as far as things stand at a side which goes by the names of Manchester United and David De Gea, and especially the fans of United. Then we are talking about the right back who goes by the names of Diego Dallo. Diego Dallo coming in through and has not missed out on any single game that United has played this season, provided it's competitive. And obviously has been playing 90 minutes most of the games. Even the game against Omonia, he played 90 minutes, and I believe it might really affect his fitness and maybe looking leggy. But obviously the manager Erik ten Hag says, I really want to go on and really put in Dallo because the board failed to get me a right back that really went ahead to go in and really needed. And obviously shows you how much the board has really costed Erik ten Hag a season. And you never knew, if at all they had even got him the players that he wanted, maybe he would have gone ahead to do the needful and really win these games of football. But Dallo is really one of the decent right backs in the Premier League right about now, and I believe he is really going to be a very outstanding right back into this game of football against Newcastle. Then Luke Shaw Starts for United, and remember he played 30 minutes in the game of Omonia after Malasia came in through and played 60. And I believe that whoever starts this game of Newcastle is not going to start the game of Spurs. And I believe that Luke Shaw is going to play a full 90 minutes in this game of football. And I believe Malasia will come in through and play some 70 minutes in the game of Tottenham Hotspur, and obviously they bring in Luke Shaw later. But Shaw comes in through and really looks sharp, and I believe this is what I would love to see in every position. Not to see a player being sure that he's really going to come in here and really start for the club and obviously do nonsense instead of really doing the productive things that we need him, that player, to be doing into this game of football. But Shaw coming in for a man who goes by the names of Malasia is an indicator of competition that is really stiff in very many positions at Manchester United. But I believe any of those, whoever starts, I think it's better, but we should just improve on how our fullbacks, the right back and wing back, do really put in crosses, because you rarely see them put in crosses, whether it's Luke Shaw or Dallo. I want to see them do that more into this game of football, especially against Newcastle. Every time we reach into that area of really floating in that cross, we really want to see those crosses coming in through. Even if they're not perfect, I won't come in here and really complain about them, but let's see them coming in through, because perfection will come in later, because practice makes perfect. And those continuous crosses that you put on will really lead to your perfection. So I believe let's see those crosses coming in through. Us having one of the best headers in the world football, that is Ronaldo Cristiano, and not utilizing him to his full effort because of his neck power he has, then we might be doing an injustice to him. I believe we should be doing better for Cristiano Ronaldo by bringing in those crosses that are really well deserved. Then Lisandro Martinez playing on the left side of the central defense. He has not missed out on any game of United this season, has played every game in the UEFA Europa League and the Premier League, though some games in the UEFA Europa League has played 45 minutes, but obviously he has played every single game. So Lisandro Martinez, the butcher, obviously playing on the left side of the central defense, partnering with Rafael Varane, who's returning from injury. Remember, in the 30th minute, when you're playing Manchester City, Rafael Varane got an injury and he was really taken off the field of play, and he didn't come in through. And he played in the game of Everton just some 3 minutes, and obviously he really had one block and one header off the head of the goalkeeper of Everton, Pickford, who had come in the corner to really nate us in there for you. So when we see this back four like this, obviously we know that it's not going to be an easy way for a team which goes by the names of Newcastle to come in through and really put us to the sword. And obviously we expect that back four to be solid, because there's always been, and Erik ten Hag has always gone ahead to build his team onto that back four. Then obviously Casemiro retaining his position into the central defense midfield alongside Freddy Rodriguez. That's a double midfield pivot. No one can complain about these two, because I know they've been playing together for Brazil and they've been such a decent double midfield pivot. And with these two playing in front of the back four, I expect a lot of shielding of the back four, because I know these two are really good. Casemiro, obviously, he's good. I know he can get the ball from the back four and really pass it through the central axis to find the likes of find the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Anthony, Sancho, that are really good at the attack. And obviously, Freddy, with his intensity, I know it's really going to work us a lot, and obviously work out the likes of Joelinton and Bruno Guimaraes, those two that really play into the midfield of Newcastle. Then Anthony scoring in every game of United. He has played in the Premier League, being the first United player to score in 3 consecutive Premier League games. And obviously, we expect him to go and make or extend his record today by finding himself on target today, because I believe you're at Old Trafford and he's really going to be having a lot of energy. It's his second time to play at Old Trafford in the Premier League, and obviously the first time he played in the Premier League, he scored against Arsenal, and I believe he's going to be having the same vibes from the audience to go in and really get us the needful into this game of football. Then we are having Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is really one of those players that really came in through and really played very well in the game of Omonia. Few minutes, but his impact was failed. And obviously, he really proved the man that plays, I won't go ahead and really let you down as I did in the game of Man City and the game of Omonia away in Cyprus. But I'm here to do the needful for you, because Erik ten Hag never really used him in the game of Everton, and he played the entire 90 minutes. And Sancho was left on the bench. And I believe Sancho wants to go to the World Cup. And if at all you want to go to the World Cup, you have to go on and do what the manager wants you to do. Sancho is really a very good player. No one doubts his talent. He's really one of those players that you would love to watch game in, game out. And obviously, in this game of football, expect him to go in and really do the needful and really create a lot of magic coming in from the left attacking side of the midfield. Then Bruno Fernandes, obviously, I like this guy. He's really good. He's the captain of the team, and I believe he's doing better, but I believe he should know what his role is. Controlling that game, especially in the midfield area with Eriksen out. He needs to get that ball and not go for Hollywood passes. I want to see him looking for Ronaldo a lot, Anthony and Sancho. You get? Let him shooting be the only option he's left with. But if at all he has other options, let him thinking of really releasing Ronaldo, Sancho, and Anthony in this game of football, because the more he really goes ahead to really showcase his selfishness, that costs our team. That costs our team a lot. So I believe he should really see Ronaldo, Sancho, and Anthony get those balls a lot. And obviously right now, Ronaldo is leading the line for United, scoring his first Premier League goal against Everton, making 700 career goals. Club goals, that's it, not in total, because in total he has close to 127 goals at the national team. So Cristiano Ronaldo is the lad leading the line for United, and obviously he might find himself on target, because I believe it's really going to be raining goals at Old Trafford, because the crowd is going to be buzzing. And if at all there is a win we need, it's this one to get back to momentum. After losing to Man City, we had won 4 consecutive Premier League games, then we lost to City, then we won against Everton away, and I believe our return to Old Trafford after close to 6-7 weeks should really result into us winning this game of football against Newcastle. So let me take you to Newcastle and how they're really standing tonight. That is a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. Newcastle is having Pope in goal, Trippier right back, Shear and Bootman, that is the central defense pairing. Then Ban playing as a left back, Longstaff, Gumares, Joelinton playing as a midfield 3, with Callum Wilson leading the line, J. Murphy playing as a left forward, and Almion playing as a right forward. That is how Newcastle is standing today in this game of football as they take on a team which goes by the names of Manchester United at Old Trafford. But these battles, Sancho is really going to battle out with Trippier, and I know Sancho can win this battle. And I believe I want to see today Anthony sitting down this guy who goes by names of Ban, and I want to see a lot of creativity coming in from our wide forwards, that is Anthony and Sancho, because those are the real guys that are really going to let us go on and really do the needful. And someone asked himself, why is Eriksen out of this game? Allow me bring you the direct words of the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag, talking about these players of Manchester United and why they are away into this game of football and they're missing in action. Anton Martial away, he's injured, back injury, but obviously Erik ten Hag has something to say about Eriksen that I believe I need to flash onto your screen such that you can read it by yourself. Ten Hag on Eriksen has said Eriksen is out through illness and Marcus Rashford is on the bench as he's under the weather and not 100% fit. So that is what Ten Hag is really telling us about Eriksen, that he's really having a little bit of illness, and it shows you that we are really having lots of influential players that are really getting injured. And in all this situation, one of the players that I really feel for is Donny van Beek, because I believe if Donny van Beek was around now, he would have really started this game of football. Don't you think so? I believe Donny would have been the contenders to start in this game of football as we play a side which goes by the names of Newcastle, because I believe he can play a very huge part into this game of football. That is a man who goes by the names of Donny van Beek. But the manager, Ten Hag, has to say the following onto the 500 caps, all games for David De Gea as a United goalkeeper. And David De Gea, if at all you never knew, he's making his 500th appearance for United. Ten Hag said, it is massive. When you play 500 games for Manchester United, it's a big achievement. I want to congratulate him, the number one for Manchester United. Well done. That is Ten Hag really congratulating congratulating De Gea and really giving him this game of football to really go ahead and really start in it. And obviously, people like Martial, maybe they can return in the Spurs game. Danny Van Beek, Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I believe we need them to return immediately, especially the likes of Ericsson. I believe he was being played a lot of games by United. Even in some games when we never needed to play him, we played him because we really started off our season in the UEFA Europa League badly by losing to side which goes when nutrition. So that called for the manager not to go on and really mess out in any game. Even in the game we played against Omonia recently that we won 1-0 at Old Trafford, the manager was forced to bring him on. So it looked like it was really known into the right order of the manager to bring him on, but he had nothing to do because we are not scoring goals. And you know him, he's really one of those those connectors that we have into the game of football. He connects the midfield to the attack. That is a man who goes by the names of Ericsson. But coming to the game of Newcastle, they're also not having Ishak. They're not having St. Maximan. Obviously, we would have really felt St. Maximan and Ishak. They are brilliant players, but they're also out due to injury. With these games accumulating like this, you expect such injuries to be coming in through a lot. But I believe we are winning this one. We are winning this one. The return of Rafael Varane fully fit alongside Lisandro Martinez in the back four, I believe we are really going to be hard to get. And we are going to be a very huge team that is really going to be at Old Trafford and really make a statement win against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle, because at Old Trafford, I think they last shocked us when are playing under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think they hit us by 1-0, but their last game they played last season, we hit them by 4-0. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was still the manager. Ronaldo scoring a brace. Bruno Fernandes scored another one. And I think Anton Martial played a 0 pass to find Jesse Lingard to score the 4th goal into that game of football. So I believe you're really doing a very great job at Old Trafford, and I believe you're really winning this game of football. And I believe we are really going to put up a very good exhibition of the game of football like we did against Everton, because we are at home. We should really pass them off the park and really win this game of football. Battles I expect, Ronaldo versus Botman. I believe if our fullbacks really act as I want them to be acting, that is Shaw and Dalot, I want to see them putting in upper all high efforts of the ball to find Ronaldo. I've not seen Ronaldo score a goal with his head this season, yet that is one of his most trademark goals. When you look at the most of goals Ronaldo has scored, his head has really contributed a lot of them, and his neck power is really undoubted, and he has come in through and really started today. So I need to see us using his aerial ability, because his aerial prowess is really undoubted and really one of the best in the world. So what we need to do in this game of football to kill it off, the first goal is always important. We need to find ourselves into scoring positions before the 15th minute, because at Old Trafford, we go 1 goal ahead in the 15th minute. I think that will help our fans gear up us until the end of the game, because these Newcastle players need to know that this is Old Trafford, this is Manchester United. However much they are having a consortium of billionaires that really bought them, that won't really go ahead and really stop us from doing the needful. And obviously, their manager, Eddie Howe, coming out in the press conference saying that he's really going to go full attack. And I said, oh, you are coming full attack at Old Trafford, then you are going to face it rough, because we don't believe that Newcastle can really beat us at Old Trafford in a game. However much everything is possible in the game of football, I believe we are a better placed team ahead of Newcastle. You get? They are on a way, on a high to rise, and they know that they're having 14 points, and we are having how many points? We are having 15 points, meaning that if they beat us, they can go ahead and really be 2 points ahead of us, but I don't believe you're going to go ahead and really accept this. And remember, we are having a game in hand. They've played 9, we've played 8, meaning that we beat them today, we go 4 points ahead of them, and win our game in hand, we'll be 7 points ahead of Newcastle. That really shows you how important this game of football is. And why is this win important? Liverpool is going to play a side which goes by the names of Man City. If Liverpool beats City and we win against Newcastle, we will be 3 points. We will be 3 points behind City and having a game in hand. We'll be 5 points behind City. And if at all we win our game in hand, we'll be 2 points behind City. So it shows you how important this game of football is. Every time we see these teams face one another, we should go ahead and really beat the opponents that we're going to be facing, because that is a chance of really reducing those points. And if at all, even if City beats Liverpool, Liverpool is having 11 points. Not so? Liverpool is having 10 points. If they are beaten today and we win, we'll be stretching our lead to 8 points. And obviously, we will be really doing great and better into this game of football as far as we are concerned. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Straight into your comments. I'm having Emmanuel Tumwesije, me already in class. How are you, bro? I'm doing great. How are you, Emmanuel Tumwesije? Then we also need to win this game too. Obviously, we need to go ahead and really collect the maximum points out of this game of football against Newcastle, because if you're to go ahead and really be involved into the battle to go on and really go into the Champions League, you should go ahead and really beat a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. And obviously, Paul Scholes came out and really hinted about something, that he believes that United has the squad to go ahead and really go toe with City as far as the title race is concerned. I believe he was right, because if we can really stretch to a level of being like 5-6 points behind City, then we can really be title contenders. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I believe Paul Scholes had a point in what he was saying, because when you look at Arsenal, their squad lacks that experience. The only players they have that are really good at really knowing what winning is Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. You get? The rest are really starting to learn this. But United have David De Gea, Verratti, Lisandro Martinez, Casemiro, Ronaldo Cristiano, Jordan Sancho, Anthony. I believe we are really having a squad that is really good and can really compete with City if at all we really happen to grasp what the manager is really telling us any time from now. Provided the players really get that Ten Hag style of play early enough into their legs and brains, obviously we are going to be doing great. Then Agaba William was asking where I am. Here I am. And obviously we are having Kayemba Norin. I'm late. You are not late, because we are with you right now. Then Books win just like January 2008 fixture. I believe we can't beat them 6. Maybe it's possible, but I believe it's hard for us to put 6 past Newcastle. I don't know what you think about it. I believe, and I see it as something hard, but history repeats itself and you never know what's going to happen today. Then Kayemba Norin, hello everyone. I hope you guys are lit. We are lit and we're doing great. Thank you for watching this channel. Smash the like button, guys. We are having 30 people watching in and only 13 people have liked the video. Thomas Donko from Ghana. Greetings from Ghana, obviously. Greetings from Ghana. How are you, Thomas? And I believe you're really having a great time for supporting United. Then Jet Miles Bright with Borussia. It would be a good play with the Brazilians. With DVB, all right, with DVB, Bruno Donovan Bink is here. It would be a good play with the Brazilians here. And I believe with how sloppy Bruno Fernandes is, Donovan Bink would have already taken over him if at all he was here. And the manager told us that if at all he was here, would have been playing some games, but he's not available and he's having injuries, so there is no way he's going to come in through and do the needful and win a place in there for you. But I believe with how sloppy Bruno is playing, Donny would have been playing and enjoying this game against Freddy and Casemiro into that central attack midfield area. Then talk about Dumba Ivan, Manu Oye. Thank you, Dumba, for watching in. Thomas Donko, where is Ericsson? Is he among the team squad? No, he's really ill. He's really ill and he's having some sickness. That's why he's out and he has not made it to what we call the team squad that is really going to play against Newcastle. Then Femi Dotman, win for United today. Sure for me. United, yeah, I believe you're winning like 3-0 or 3-1. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. I believe we are really going to beat this Newcastle side. Even if they are really a full side with the Ishak, with St. Maximin, I don't believe they are at the level of Liverpool and Arsenal, because these two teams have come here and faced each other at Old Trafford, and I believe they are to be beaten. You get? Unless otherwise things like red cards coming in through at the side of United, maybe poor referee decisions being made against us, but I believe you're really looking like a better side to go on and win this game of football. Not so. So I believe we are into that level of winning this game of football, and I believe we can really get a result against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle, because Newcastle is on its way up, and they are not yet a finished article. Talk of finished articles, they are not yet a finished article, and I believe we can really go ahead and really be a very bad side that is going to beat them hands down into this game of football as they really try to climb up the table. And you know what United is all about. When Ten Hag is here, we've been winning games, and obviously at Old Trafford, we are not going to really give any team an easy come. Ericsson is unwell. Yeah, that's good. Sorry, that's what Box is telling us, and it's confirmed by the manager. Ericsson is unwell. Rashford under the weather, only fit for bench. All right, let's wait and see what's going to happen. And I believe that if at all we win this game by 3-0 by the 60th minute, there will be no reason for Rashford to come in through, because the likes of Elanga, Pelestri might be wanting some game time at Old Trafford. And I believe that's what the manager is going to go in for. Then Books is telling us that Dabrevka ineligible, Aaron Bissaka, Williams, Twanzebe, Maguire, Dan Van Beek, Martial, all not fit. Scott McTominay suspended. Ericsson unwell. Rashford not well. Only fit for the bench. Yeah, that's it. And that's been confirmed by the manager of Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag. Then Thomas Donko. Today, I think the young players will get a minute, especially Zidane. I doubt they can't, because it's a serious game than what most of you really believe it. Zidane is really a player in making, and I don't want to see these players hurried into these games of football. I believe players that can really get some minutes are Anthony Elanga. The other one is who? Pelestri can get some minutes. I believe Pelestri can really make some minutes in here and do the needful for United. Which other player do I believe can really get some minutes? Alasia can get some minutes depending on the game situation. Which other player I believe can get some minutes? I believe even Garnacho can get some minutes. Garnacho can get some minutes because in that midfield area, I know we are short of midfielders, but Igbo coming in through, I doubt, but let's wait and see what's going to happen in that game of football, meaning that in the midfield area, we might see these players playing the entire 90 minutes. So injuries are like injuries to Manchester United. Scott McTominay being suspended. Obviously, we look short into this midfield area options, but we pray to it that Scott McTominay comes back, Ericsson returns, and I want to see Danny Van Beek return. I want to see Donny return and see how he's really going to tussle it out in this game of football for Manchester United. Then Dennis Okwera waiting for time only. Yeah, thank you for watching in. We are also waiting for time only. Then I'm having Nachitende Esther. We need to win every game to secure our place. Yeah, our place. And I don't know what to think about Paul Scholes coming out and saying that United is really in a better placed position to go ahead and really compete for what we call the league with Man City. And Esther Nachitende talking about securing our place. I don't know whether you are meaning the top 4 or winning the league, because Paul Scholes believes that we can give Man City a stretch or a run for the title. Then Joseph Kano, we are going to win. I know Ronaldo will prove it. Obviously, even if it's not Ronaldo, this team can really go ahead and beat Newcastle, because we are really having a very quality squad that the managers really put up to go ahead and really start. And that midfield has really given me a lot of hopes, because I know Casemiro can really get that ball and pass it to the likes of Bruno, and Freddy's intensity can really stop the likes of Bruno Guimaraes to go on and really win this game of football. It's going to be really a very huge battle in that midfield area. Casemiro versus Bruno Guimaraes is really going to be a very huge battle into this game of football to go on and observe at Old Trafford. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. And obviously votes are really coming in through. Tell me, who do you think is winning this game of football, because it's really important to know what your thoughts are as far as this game of football is concerned. And we are really waiting for that game of football to take on place. It's raining down in here where I am, and the players are really out there warming out. And let me show you this glove that has been given to David De Gea as he really marks the 500 start for Manchester United. That is the glove David De Gea has been given to by the Manchester United and Adidas, obviously making 500 starts or appearances for Manchester United. It's not easy for a goalkeeper because he has been here for all generations. He has been a goalkeeper for Manchester United during the Alex Ferguson era, and I believe him and Phil Jones are the only players still available at the club that won the Premier League when Alex Ferguson was here. So that is the award given to a man who goes by the names of Eric. Sorry, it's who? It's a David De Gea. That is what has been given to him as a prize of reward. Then Anthony Santos stepping up on Old Trafford to really do the warm-up as he really does the needful to look for his fourth goal in 4 consecutive games of the Manchester United team into the Premier League. That is a man who goes by the names of Anthony, stepping onto the field of play as we prepare to really see to it that we win this game of Newcastle. Guys, thank you very much for watching in, and your reactions, keep them flowing into the comment section because we know we are really here to do the needful and really present you the best that you guys really deserve. And Ten Hag had something to say here. If at all you've been watching these games of the games of reserve team, especially the reserve team of the academy, there is a boy known as Kobe Maino. To me, he's really one of those that is really great. And today he has made it to the bench. And Ten Hag is saying that it's not experience, it's about they have to deliver. You are here to contribute to the team success, and that is why he's here. This boy is really talented, and I love to see him coming in through and really play. And I believe you might find it that he might even come in through and play ahead of Zidane Iqbal because he's really good. His composure, his pass range, his football intelligence. I know we are really having a lot of young talent, and I believe Iqbal, Savage, and Maino are really one of those players that are really going to come out and really shock people in the world. But obviously, they are really on the bench, and let's wait and see whether the manager will go in and really make a substitute to see one of those really coming on the field of play, because he's a manager known for believing in young talent. And obviously, when the old ones are really having injuries, then the young ones have to go in and really fill the void. And obviously, that's what Ten Hag is all about this season. Then Ten Hag is telling us that we can talk about the players who are not there, but we have a squad. We have seen in the last couple of games how important the squad is with other players. We have confidence they can do the job and beat a tough opponent. That's what Ten Hag is telling us, that the players that brought on the field of play can beat a tough opponent like Newcastle, and their plan is to go ahead and really win this game of football. So allow me get into this and end the poll and see how you guys have voted. 91% are saying United are really winning. 8% are predicting a draw, and 0% are really calling for a win of a team which goes by the names of Newcastle. But for me, I'm going for a 3-1 or 3-0 win for United. Then I'm having Thomas Donko, I think, all right, Nakitende, we can win Premier League this season. Yeah, I believe, depending on how we are really going to react, especially in these games, and how we are going to end this season, especially before the Premier League, before the World Cup break, that will mean a lot to us. Thank you guys for watching in. I sign out for now, and I'll return with the match reaction after we see the result coming in through onto this channel. I'm out.